Hey guys, Tropical Mix here. I'm Brett.
And Cullen.
Bringing you another podcast episode today of the TropicalCast.
Number 9.
10.
10.
Number 10.
Awkward.
We fucked up. If you guys haven't seen, we have been doing a Super Mario Strikers replay on GameCube. So today we thought we would talk all about this wonderful cube right here.
Also, if you're listening to this, there's a video version on YouTube. If you're watching this, there's audio versions on your favorite podcast platform.
Yep.
So you can listen to it in your car on your way to work.
Come hang out with us while you drink your coffee in the morning.
Or at night.
Whatever you do.
We're going to kind of go over our memories, some games, and some everything.
Just how wonderful this thing is. I mean, it's got a fucking handle. Like, how
It does.
cool is that?
Well, according to people in 2001, very uncool.
Yeah, well, fuck them. They didn't know shit back then.
All right. Well, let's begin. What would you say is your... Well, here, let's do our first memory. Okay. I remember we got the PS2 and the GameCube the same year.
Same year.
In fact, what I really remember is we went to our grandma's, which where we got the PS2 games. You got GTA 3. This was in like 01, like right when the GameCube
I got
came
GTA
out.
3 and you got Looney Tunes.
I got Looney Tunes back in action.
Yeah.
And our sister got like a Bratz game or something.
Fuck that. God, I hate it when she played that
Yeah,
shit.
she played that shit all
Kaylee,
the
if you
time.
watch this, fuck that game.
She's going to comment and be like, no, it's good. Anyway.
But yeah, then we went over to our dad's place, and I remember we got a purple GameCube.
But wait. I remember, you probably don't remember this. I don't know why I remember this. I opened, one of us, I think it was me, opened a controller, and it wasn't for the PS2. And then our other grandma was like, oh, did I get it for the wrong system? And then we opened it, and we got a GameCube.
Well, because she got us... I remember it was a Mad Catz bundle.
Yep.
With the orange big Mad Catz
memory
and then
card.
one of the mini Mad Catz controllers. And then we also got... I don't remember... I remember we got Pac-Man World 2.
We got Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't remember that. But I remember Pac-Man World.
They just remade that. You know about that?
The first one, yes.
No, I think it has 1, 2, and 3.
I don't think so.
I thought it did. Anyway, well, we can...
I don't know. But,
not that important to this story, but...
But anyway, yeah, I remember being way more excited about this.
I would say they got about equal time back in the day.
Oh, no, they did, but I remember, like, the feeling of, like,
We
getting the systems.
we played at N64, but our father had a PS1, which we really didn't use very much.
Outside of, like, Spyro, Crash, occasionally GTA, but it was so hard to do anything in that original one.
Your shitty top-down GTAs. And Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22.
Fuck that game.
Hey. Alright, but yeah, we didn't play the PS1 very much, so...
Nope.
The GameCube was probably more of our...
Yeah. I
And
remember
we had the Game Boys, so...
We did. We took this... We always used to go up to the casino and they'd let us bring a system, and this is what we always brought. But
every single time.
I have so many fond memories of this system, like...
I'd say a GameCube is either like 1 or 2 for most fun memories for me. Probably.
I'd agree.
Yeah. It's just...
But, like, let's just talk about this thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, it's small.
Which
It's got
is
a wonderful...
good for travel.
Wonderful handle.
Good for travel again.
The AV cable was the same one as 64, so you can just hook that
and
up.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that too, but I mean, we didn't really have that.
No.
It's easy. You just open it, disc. Got your memory card slots, the controllers. Oh, we got to talk about the controllers.
Wait, we're not done.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, I mean, it feels sturdy. You know, they don't make stuff like this.
Like,
anymore.
I could drop this on the... Not that I'm going to, but
No, we
I could
will.
drop this on... No, we're not. I could drop this on the floor and I'm not worried about it breaking.
Yeah. I mean, like, everything about it, you know, the 2 memory cards still, 4 controllers. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Real quick, we should tell the story about our component cable since we didn't pull it out. We didn't pull it out,
in the box.
but yeah, let's tell that story.
So, for those of you who don't know, on the back here, and this is only for certain models of the GameCube.
2 models, I think.
So there's a spot for like component cables.
AV out.
Yeah.
That's what it's. Yeah.
And this just makes it look better, especially like on like flat screens like this. Like using standard definition cables is not the way to go. And we apparently these used to go for like really cheap. Like, what year was it? You could get these at GameStop for like.
Basically, when the Wii came out, in like the year after, you could get them for like $7 on the GameStop website. I don't know how many they had. Probably not many, but yeah.
So I think around 2016, 2017.
I think 16.
We went to a game store in Minneapolis, and they had it for $250. I think it was $250, and we split like $125 each. Bought it, and like a lot of people would say that's a waste, but
no, definitely not.
At the time, it wasn't. Now you can just buy HDMI converters for it, but yeah, I still have that cable somewhere, and it works wonderfully, and
yeah,
I don't regret it.
It was
especially with like how expensive everything for the GameCube is now, post COVID.
Well, also when we bought it, there were component cables on most TVs.
Yeah, I mean, like this one has it, but yeah, my new one doesn't.
My last Sony had component, but my new one does not. Yeah, so yeah, it makes. So I also bought the HD AV out cable thing, which actually works just as well.
So controllers. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Nintendo's made a better controller.
But I agree. But there's still quite a few things wrong with this.
No, yeah, like the D-pad sucks. So obviously this isn't one of the originals. This is one of the ones that came out for the Wii U for Smash Brothers.
But we got these for what, $20?
This
I think
was.
we bought a couple of them. I got a few myself. Pretty cheap. I still have a sealed one.
I bought all my Smash ones at retail price. So, but yeah, they were like $30 max. Yeah. It's easily worth it because they're like 80 plus now. So shoulder buttons are good. I like the joystick. I think the C stick and the D-pad are really the only like.
They're pretty.
And not having a like two bumpers.
Yeah. I don't mind the Z button.
I don't either, but
like, yeah, they need a left Z also.
Yeah.
But yeah, the C stick is god awful, honestly.
And the original controllers didn't have a cord that was this long, but they were pretty good.
And the D-pad, is like straight from the Game Boy Advance, but smaller.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's good on the Game Boy Advance, but like on a console, it doesn't.
Although it's kind of weird, like we'll talk about the Game Boy player in a bit, but like playing Game Boy games with a stick is weird.
I also got a couple Wavebirds.
I love this fucking thing. Like a wireless controller uses batteries.
We didn't get
simple to. Yeah, we didn't get any of these until like
way later. Like
way later.
2013 at the earliest.
Yeah,
probably later.
I probably had my Xbox One.
Yeah.
Well. No, Brenda's brother got me.
I feel this and the PS3 have the longest battery life. Well,
the Wii U Pro controllers have like 80 plus battery, but
these are really.
But I think for stuff that like you would use every day,
and especially this came out in what 2004 or something.
Yeah.
So like it's
still have a coupon
really nice.
Target
yeah, we should have pulled that. Maybe we can go through our guides one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The controllers are wonderful. Memory cards are simple. It gives you a sticker with how much block space you have. Is it not?
No, because it's from there. Yeah, I bought this on Amazon brand new in like 2015 for like $14.
Yeah.
Worth it. Now they're expensive as hell if you buy them new.
One really cool thing that the GameCube has over all the other systems is if you take off the back plates, you can buy a Game Boy player. It just goes in there. Obviously, I'm not going to screw it in right now.
You know what's funny?
And then it gives you... What's the disc over there?
We don't have the original case.
I don't care. Them things are expensive now.
But, you know what's funny about the Game Boy player? We got everything separately, but I would say pretty cheap comparatively. Like, so, this was like $50, I think?
That was $50. I think we got one of these for $20, $25, because...
Yeah, the one from half price? The one I got?
No, we got... That? You got one from half price, but then we got one from Tony when he worked at Games & Go.
Oh yeah.
He didn't have the disc, so he sold it to us cheap.
Yeah.
And you beat him in Super Mario Kart.
And Mario Kart 64.
Was it 64
Yeah.
too? Oh, I can't take this off.
I'm a pro at Mario Kart.
Anyway, so you put this on there like this, and then you put whatever Game Boy game you want to play in here. Put the disc in the reader, and then you can play your GameCube or your Game Boy games.
Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
It's not like that DS Lite bullshit.
Thing's legit. I love this system.
I think
there's also like I don't think you can do it with this on there, but there's that Ethernet thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's one or the other.
One of those, but
yeah, so honestly, hardware wise, it's like top notch.
And wasn't it like the second strongest that gen? Like it beat the PS2. I don't think it was as good.
It was technically more powerful than the PS2, but you know how many people probably more optimized for the PS2 because it sold 500 million times more.
DVD player.
Yes. But yeah, even the controllers still hold up really well. So
yeah, I'm gonna be sad when my controller's dead.
We have like 8 controllers, so
I
it's
do.
really.
We have 3 Wavebirds.
We have like 4 or 5 Smash ones because I have 2.
Well, I got 3. Well, I had to give Kaylee my original.
And then I have 2 original black
I kind of
ones
want to
too.
buy another one so I can take that one back.
Just put it over there. All right. We don't have the biggest collection of games anymore, but
especially since they're expensive now.
Yeah, we do want to get more, but it's just we like collecting games, but we also like playing them, and spending $100 on a game we're gonna never play or it's kind of a not the smartest move financially.
Let's just go through some of the classics here.
Let's see. This was one of our first games.
This was because Dad loved this game.
Yeah,
the first Animal Crossing came. I had to buy this separately with its own memory card that basically only had enough space for.
That's the reason why it came in a memory card, because if you had a black one, that's like a lot of the space. Yeah, it holds 58 to 61 blocks for this game.
There's 59 on the memory card, so they're pretty much fucked. But I remember this was. If you look back at it, it's very simple.
But sometimes
it had a lot of charm. It had a lot of events that the newer ones didn't have. I kind of liked the whole acre aspect of it.
I don't like going back the hat thing. You can't take the hat off.
I think that's something every game after did well.
I do think I remember this game and Harvest Moon, which we'll get to, but that was back when you would write stuff down and make notes or a journal about games. You could still do that about RPGs.
Pretty sure Dad still has just books of
probably
shit written down for it.
So you could go on the internet, but it wasn't. The internet really wasn't popular in 2002 like that. So there was GameFAQs and
GameFAQs and NeoGaf,
which are all still up, so you could go look at it. But yeah, it was a great game.
I kind of think this game was overrated.
Oh god.
But it was still really fun. Mario Kart Double Dash.
It's one of my favorite ones.
The 2-player aspect was really cool. I just don't think it played as well as games after it did.
Well, obviously.
But I do think it was a really cool concept, and I think if they went back to it, that would be really fun.
I think we need to we're gonna do a playthrough of it. Not a play, some verses. We're gonna get some people together and do some verses in this, because
that would be fun.
That's
Mario Baseball. Not my favorite. Not my favorite sports game on.
It's our sister's favorite,
but it's fun. It had a good cast of characters. I just remember Cammy Koopa going na when you
it was in Mario Tennis also.
Was it?
Well, I think maybe. That's it. These. Which one's better? Is the question.
5.
5 is better.
We didn't play the original Mario parties on 64, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, 2 and 3 are the best." I don't know, man. These are really fucking
This one
good.
has the basketball game.
This does. This one has some
Mario
really
Party
good
4.
games.
Mario Party 4.
Was this the one Donkey Kong wasn't playable?
I don't.
No, he is. Yeah. He is. So it was this one he wasn't playable. Donkey Kong was my main.
They did that weird gimmick
up
stuff.
until Luigi. I think this one's got the best boards. It's got overall, I think, my favorite mini games. Like, it's got Pushy Penguins. You got Dinger Derby. You got the ice skating rink one. I kick everyone's ass at that one.
And it had that weird, mode
The battle mode with
the cars.
Yeah, and then was it 4 or 5 that had like the optional like volleyball and stuff?
Probably 5.
I think
5 had a shit ton of
content. Yeah.
See, Nintendo, just make games like this now. Like, you know, I mean, I know Mario Party is going to sell no matter what, but
I mean, Mario Party Superstars I think was a good kind of return to form. It just like they need to keep releasing content for it. This is a game I adore, and we paid $130 for it,
which is nothing compared to what it is now.
Yeah.
It was like the same month we bought the component cable. Yeah, very close.
I think it was the same store, wasn't it?
It was the same store. Yeah, but then we did a buy 2 get 1 free.
We did. We bought this for $130. Battlefront 2 on the Xbox for $40. And then was it the Spyro 3-pack? I didn't get into Fire Emblem until Awakening came out, but I always liked Marth and Ike in Smash Bros, which we'll get to. Mm-hmm. And then I said Ike. Marth and Roy.
Right, yeah.
And then when
Brawl... Roy's not that cool. Anyway.
Better than Marth. And then when
Brawl
came out, Ike was my main.
Yeah.
And he still is one of my mains. So after I really liked Awakening, I'm like, fuck it, I want this game. And we bought this. I don't regret spending that much.
Yeah.
I'm happy we did because
now it's worth $300 or whatever.
$400, yeah. You want to do some of yours?
We'll just down the list here. We got Super Smash Bros. Melee. I know we played this, but
we played a lot of it.
We did.
We played a lot of 64, and I think this was an improvement in every way. I still remember the intro being really fun.
Yep.
And I miss like when you were doing adventure mode, they'd have like the break the targets or like the race to the finish. You know, the doors.
Oh, the announcer in that was so good.
It's funny because I think it's the same guy, but like it was so hype in Melee. Melee's not my favorite of the series, but I still remember having a lot of fun times. And there were so many unlockable characters. I remember trying to unlock Mewtwo.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Took forever. Wasn't even worth it.
Yeah, it's a great game for sure. Mario Sunshine. Well, okay, this is it's kind of like the GameCube, where people didn't. I mean, okay, I think it has like a 91 on Metacritic, but like people didn't like this when it came out, and then like 10 years ago they were like, Mario Sunshine is amazing.
I think it is amazing.
I mean,
the music's
we
good.
thought it was like the gameplay a lot.
Some of my least favorite parts of this game are the floodless sections, because like the platforming is just hard as shit, which I know some people like, but I don't know, it just ruins the flow of the game for me. But not having Bowser as a villain, like I know he shows up, but he's not the main.
Also,
villain.
You know, like the Delfino Plaza is a staple in Mario now. Has also the water in this game looks way better than like water nowadays.
We should do a playthrough of this.
I'm gonna just like put a thing of water from Mario Sunshine on the screen because that shit looks ridiculous. Like it looks better than water nowadays.
It does.
It's
There's
absolutely
very
insane.
few games that have done water as good as this. So, but the music slaps. The levels most of the levels are fun and varied. Like they're not. Mm-hmm. Like you have that one amusement park level, then you have a hotel level, then you got.
Then when you go underground and it plays the old Mario theme, but underrated. I wouldn't say underrated, but maybe a little bit
appropriately now.
Yeah. All right, we've been playing this, but Mario Strikers
still my favorite Strikers. My favorite sports game. Probably actually my favorite multiplayer game on the system.
It's up there, but I have a couple others I like.
If you haven't seen our videos of these, or if you're listening, we have 3 videos of Mario Strikers on our channel. Go watch them. We gotta
do the Super Cup.
2-3 weeks. Yeah, we do need to do the Super Cups. But then like 2 or 3 weeks we're having a Strikers tournament. There's gonna be 8 of us, so watch for that.
Maybe we'll live stream it even, because that would be even crazier.
That would be
yeah. We're gonna live stream it. Fuck it. But we'll probably do a couple because 8. I mean, we're doing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna take a while, but yeah.
All right. So this is Sonic Mega Collection. Everybody knows what this is, but you know, we had a Genesis.
You
but
can see it back.
You can see my box Genesis hiding back there, yeah. Genesis, one of my favorite systems. The OG Sonics are amazing. But it's a nice way to get them all on one disc and on a modern system. And then it, had some, had the manuals and it had all kinds of other stuff. So that was pretty cool. But we don't have anymore for some reason is the Sonic Gems collection, which it was meh, but it had Sonic CD. And then Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, we had those. We played me and my sister played the shit out of Sonic Adventure 2. Chow Garden. You all know about that. So, yeah, great stuff. All right. This is
favorites.
One of my favorite games. Probably, well, this is on multiple systems, but Time Splitters 2. Now, if you have not heard of this or have not played this, just go buy it on there. If you have an Xbox One, go buy it.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's on there. Actually,
I can't remember if they said they fixed 2 or 3.
They have 2 and 3, which are both amazing. We don't have 3 because it's rare where we live.
And expensive.
But, okay, in this game, obviously, it came out in 2002, so it's going to be a little weird to play. But this game has more content than,
so many characters
games that are coming out nowadays post all their DLC and this has so many things. And the story mode, I know you didn't really play it, but when you play on easy,
with some that might have been on 3, the mission. Remember the one mission, the one hard one you had.
But if you play on easy and then you go to normal, it doesn't just give more more enemies and harder enemies. There's actual more objectives you have to do, which is crazy. And then beating all of the challenges. There's a bunch of challenges. I don't think I got all of them, but I got pretty close, so I should probably go back and finish that one day. And it's 4-player at the same time, and it's
chaotic. It gets very chaotic.
The frame rate is pretty great. I haven't played it in a while, but it's an amazing game, so I would definitely recommend getting it. All right, this is another multiplayer classic. And now, I remember I was maybe 2012. I was searching underrated GameCube games or something, and this kept coming up, and I was like, Beach Spikers? What? Why? And then I remember I saw it somewhere, a video game store, and I just bought it. It was $10 maybe. This game is so fucking fun. It's unbelievably fun. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's really
It's fun.
It's unbelievably
it's not my go-to
fun.
game, but it's fun.
If you find this for $10 or 15, I would just buy it. This
good luck. People are selling the fucking Shrek game for $20.
I don't know, man. That game is it's never came out on any other system. Never got a sequel or anything. Sega, I don't know what you're doing.
I'd maybe buy a port if it ever came.
That amazing fun. One thing I want to say is, which I don't have because you sold it. Well, two games we don't have anymore. Puyo Pop Fever. That game, not the best Puyo Puyo game, but it was a very good game, and it could, so great game, Puyo Pop Fever. And then F-Zero GX. That game is hard as shit, but
yep.
It's honestly, if you want a fun multiplayer game, you're gonna get mad playing that.
If you want a stressful Mario Kart experience, F-Zero.
Yeah, F-Zero.
You'll be yelling at each other.
The story is hard as shit. We never beat it, but multiplayer wise, you'll probably all equally be as bad as each other to start with. So it's definitely worth playing for sure. All right, well, we got a couple more. We talked about this little Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. We spent maybe the first year playing Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon almost exclusively.
Well, this was one of the games where all 3 of us actually liked playing it.
Yeah.
This is definitely what got me into the sim.
Mm-hmm.
Because this Animal Crossing is one thing, but this is very much more of a sim kind of game, and there was just so much you could do. You had to pick what you were gonna do in a day, pick what to focus on, who to marry on.
And you could fuck it up. Am I doing something wrong?
What was her name? She was always the... This girl was
Olivia?
No, I don't think it was...
I don't
Wasn't it
remember
like
their names.
Celine? One of them was Celine. I don't know, but the brunette was the easiest one.
Yep.
The red-haired one was the hardest one to marry, and then...
The blonde was...
I don't think any of us ever chose the blonde.
Yeah.
They did another version of this called Another Wonderful Life, where I think the only
had that.
difference is you play as a girl,
Yeah.
and there's 3 guys you can marry, but I think that was the only difference.
Yeah. There's a couple Harvest Moons on the GameCube, but this was the one we played.
Honestly, I haven't got into a sim game as much as this outside of Stardew Valley. Part of that's because the guys who made this don't make Harvest Moon anymore.
Yeah.
They do Story of Seasons, but like...
Well, I remember I played this Friends of Mineral Town on the Game Boy Advance a lot.
I mean,
and I know they remade
that was like the same
Yeah.
time as this.
Yeah. Also,
And they connected.
this, if you are interested, is available on the PS4 as a PS2 classic. So
If they ever remake this one, I'm buying that damn one.
they might, yeah. Also, we forgot to mention in Animal Crossing, some games you probably can't see this very well. It's Get Connected. You can connect your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube with a link cable, and in Animal Crossing, you get a secret island, which would have a different fruit, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we did that.
That's how you make money. Just
Yeah.
go to the island, get a different fruit, and then...
Back before Nintendo Wi-Fi connection on the Wii and whatnot, but yeah.
All right. One of the launch titles people hated.
At first.
I don't know why. This is such a good fucking game. Luigi's Mansion.
Still the best one.
I agree. 3's good. But 2 was hot trash. But just like... I loved, like... Each of the ghost types were unique. The mansion was cool. Like, the boss fights were fucking cool. And, like, the fact that you had to worry about getting a good score and you would get more money and you would get a better rank at the end.
I think it had a perfect amount of challenge too. Like,
I think King Boo as the final boss fight was kind of disappointing just because, like, he's in Bowser's shell. And
yeah. But, I mean, like...
It was a bullshit fight.
You know, you have to spin away the light and then shine it on them and then, you know, start vacuuming them right away. And on the bosses, it was definitely... Also, it was a little creepy. Like, if you're, like, 8, 9 years old.
Just walking around
And you just... Yeah. And then pressing, like, A or B.
Mario!
Yeah.
Mario. Huh?
It's kind of the little things in games like that really make you remember them and stand out.
I think they've kind of lost the charm with... Because I don't think Next Level made this one, right?
No.
They just did 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Probably the port of this one.
We got Mario Power Tennis. I mean, we played this, but this is my least favorite sports Mario
Honestly,
game on
I think
the
most
system.
of the tennis games are my least favorite.
It's just like the power-ups are just like you can't block them, so it's just if you get your power-up, like it's kind of over for that set or whatever. So it's just not as fun to me. Okay. Well, here, since we're here, we'll do Mario Golf.
Good game.
This is probably the second best one after Mario Strikers, and for the GameCube.
Probably I'd have to do a replay because it's been a while, but the Switch Golf one is really good. But I remember really liking this one too.
Yeah.
Some of the later courses were bullshit, but
I would say this is... We used to play Hot Shots Golf on the PlayStation. This is slightly better, but I do like Hot Shots Golf.
Hot Shots is good though. It's solid.
And then we have the first Metroid Prime, but not the second one. I've honestly barely played this. I really want to get to it. Maybe I'll do a review of it once I play it on or whatever. But hey, links to Metroid Fusion. So there's that. Here, you can have these.
Okay. Well, for those of you who know, I am a huge Pokemon fan, so of course I had to buy it, as shitty as it is. Pokemon Channel. It's kind of like a pseudo sequel to Hey You Pikachu.
Yeah.
They like give you a cable and then like Pikachu can like interact with you and stuff. I didn't play it a lot. It kind of sucked. I like Pokemon, so I had to buy it.
Oh. E-reader.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about
We
the
didn't really
e-reader.
have
We
much.
had, but that Animal Crossing was compatible with the e-reader too.
Yeah, I remember there being cards for
Yeah.
it. Just get these out of the way because it's kind of the same thing as channel. This was Pokemon Coliseum.
A bonus disc.
It was a bonus disc. I think it was like a pre-order bonus at certain places. It just gives you a Jirachi, and then using the cable to connect to your Game Boy. You could get it in Ruby, Sapphire, and I think it works with Emerald, even though Emerald wasn't out at this point. I think I got this for like $20 at like Upon America or something. And it's like
That's a lot of money.
It's $150 now. Likewise, this is Pokemon Box. This is literally just a glorified like extra storage for your either Coliseum or XD or whatnot. Has its own memory card. It's kind of like Animal Crossing, where it's basically just...
It's also red and blue.
Yeah, for Ruby and Sapphire. This was only released at the Pokemon Center that was in New York, and that's not even a thing anymore.
Which is weird, because
I mean,
Pokemon's always been...
They just kind of put that in the Nintendo store together.
Yeah.
So in the US, this is incredibly rare. There's like supposed to be an outer box with the cable that allows you to hook up to the GameCube. I just bought it this way because it was like $500 for the whole complete thing, and I already had the cable, so...
And it's even more now.
Yeah. I think I paid $2 something for it, and yeah, it's like $400 or $500 now. It's like close to $1,000 if you want like the big box one. Not worth it. I'm stupid and I spend my money on dumb things. This is one of my favorite games on the system.
Well, ever.
True, but definitely on the system. Thousand Year Door.
Paper Mario.
I remember we used to have a Hollywood Video, and we would rent... Well, I would rent the first Paper Mario for the 64, like, all the fucking time. And, like, they would make it so I'd have to return it, and then somebody else would check it out, and then I'd go back, and it wouldn't be there, and then I'd wait. Like, sometimes I would just not get another game, because then when we went next, I'd be like, I want Paper Mario. This game literally improves, I think, basically in every way. Like, the story's really good. The characters are wonderful. The battle system is just fucking amazing. Like, it's so customizable how you want to play. Like, you want to level just all your shit into HP and, like, tank everything, you can do that. You want to not raise your HP or your flower points at all, but you want to, like, just have a shit ton of badge power so you can do a bunch of different things, you can do that. If you want to make it so you can't jump but your hammer does a shit ton of damage, you can do that.
I think
the replayability is so good. It's witty. The graphics are fucking amazing. Like, you look at like Paper Mario 64 now and it's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it should be. It's a first 3D console.
Yeah, but there's literally only one section in this game I hate replaying through. But other than that, like, I used to play this like once a year. Like, I've probably got 4 files on my memory card and then a few on some of the other ones.
I think, like, it's definitely one of the more brilliant Mario games. Like, all the characters you are in your party are amazing. Like, especially, they're all like original. I mean, there's some Koopas or Goombas, but like, they all have a nice backstory and kind of like a weird side mission kind of thing. No?
Yeah, there were side quests. Yeah. Like, they weren't like hugely expansive, but
I mean, and then there's, you know, optional content, a Pit of 100 Trials, which is a journey.
Hard as fuck.
I think with the battle system, you know, when you, like, depending on your timing of things, like, that can affect how the damage turns out, which is really clever. I think did the 64 do that? I can't remember.
You would have like the timing, or you,
but
would
not
get, like,
to the same degree. Yeah.
Well, no, because you didn't have the audience factor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the audience. Yeah.
Yeah. So like the audience plays a part in this because like the better you do, the more audience you'll have, and then like when you pull off stylish moves and stuff, you get more points. Versus like if you do bad, the audience is gonna throw things at you that could stun you or whatnot, or they can run backstage and drop the background on you.
Also, another thing, like, there's like different parts of the game, like where you have to use different party members to get to new places, or so you can even like once you get to the end of the game, you can go
it's
back.
kind of like a Metroidvania in that sense, where like you have to
you have to go back
and do
use the new
things.
use the new character you unlocked, and then you unlock a new area in like the very first mission area. So
one of the weird things too is like this is the game that's like I would say has percentage wise shot up the most. Because, like, this easily goes for, like, 100 plus now.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, even Zelda games are going for, like, 60, 70.
Which...
So, it's weird, because it's common. Like, it's not... Generally, most places that we go have a copy of this.
Definitely.
And then our last two games we own are Pokemon Colosseum, Pokemon XD. If you haven't played these were... kind of half sequels to like Stadium and stuff on the 64. Like they used the same animations and sprites and everything. But these were darker stories set in the Pokemon games. Like at least for Colosseum, the guy you play like is part of the bad team. He's not 10. It's probably like 16, 17, somewhere in that. And you don't start off with a starter. You have an Umbreon and an Espeon. The region you're in, there are no wild Pokemon, and there's a thing called Shadow Pokemon where they're like evil. It's darker. Story's really fun. Once you beat the game, you can trade to like your Game Boy games. And there was a lot of Pokemon in here that you couldn't at the time get in like the Game Boy games, like Suicune, Raikou, and Entei are all in this, and I think if you like completed the Pokedex in Fire Red, you could get one of them based on which starter you had. Yeah, that's a really good one. And then the sequel, XD, went a little more lighthearted on the story, but they streamlined a lot of the mechanics. They added some wild Pokemon, not a whole lot. Same thing though, you could get Lugia in this game.
Shadow Lugia.
Yeah, which has a badass fucking design right there.
And a move that's only available in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can, if you linked it to your Game Boy and then you put it from the Game Boy to a DS game, you can literally get it on a modern system.
Yeah, like
it's a lot of
in
work.
my Pokemon Home on my Switch, I have Pokemon from these games.
Yeah.
There also is like you could play this like 2 to 4 players, but it's really just like rental Pokemon, kind of like Stadium did, so it wasn't really that fun.
Yeah, because you can see what everyone's picking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and it's such a select pool. Like, I think there's one where it's just legendaries and stuff.
But really, I mean, I know you really like them. I think what could have made them better is having a mini game thing like
Stadiums. Yeah, I'd agree. If it had more like outside of the single player stuff.
Yeah.
So, they're still really fun, and I still play them. Not as often as Paper Mario, but yeah. You're probably wondering why we don't have any Zelda, like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, the Ocarina one, the collection.
Well, they're all expensive.
That
and I'm not really a big.
We
Zelda
didn't grow
fan.
up playing Zelda, so I've tried playing a few of them. Like I have Wind Waker on the Wii U. I like it. I've played a little bit of Twilight. I don't think they're.
Yeah.
I don't like it enough to where I want to go out and buy each of them for $70. Yeah. So.
Also, we did mention like we kind of split the time between the PS2 and the GameCube. So, and so we had most of these games when we were younger. Yeah. Some of them we got a little more recently, and then if we do a PS2 video, like there's gonna be all kinds. You guys know how many games the PS2 had, so.
A lot.
So
yeah. And I think most of our third-party stuff we had for the PS2 when we were younger, so that's why we don't have a lot of it now. But it had a lot of really good games. What would you say are your top 5?
Top 5 GameCube games? Mario Strikers for sure. Paper Mario. Probably Mario Sunshine. I want to put Animal Crossing, but like it hasn't aged very well.
It hasn't.
But like if I'm talking like, you know, when we were growing up, I think Animal Crossing and probably like Sonic Adventure 2. Like just growing up, like obviously now if I replayed those games, it'd probably change. But like it, and like I said, we didn't have Fire Emblem. I still haven't beat that game. I barely played it.
Should.
There's a lot of games everyone hasn't played that they should. So. Yeah. But you?
I don't know. My order's so tough.
Well, I didn't say neither.
No, I know, but I mean, like, I think I have my top 5. So for me, it'd probably be Strikers. Okay, I think number 5 would be Luigi's Mansion. Strikers would be 4. I like Sunshine though. Fuck.
Sunshine.
Okay, Luigi's Mansion 6. Cut that. Okay. Sunshine's 5. Strikers is 4. 3, I'm going to go Coliseum. And then it gets tricky. This would have, if you would have asked me like 10 years ago, this easily would have been my number 1.
Paper Mario. Remember, some people are listening.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for those who are listening, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door,
Number
10
2.
years ago would have been my number 1. So, right now, I don't know. They're both really good. I'd have to do another playthrough of them, and I want to sometime soon. Paper Mario and Fire Emblem are 1
I know
and 2.
for you, they're 2 of your favorite games ever. So.
Yeah. Like, it's hard. Like part of, like, Path of Radiance is really good on itself, but it gets so much better when you add, like, Radiant Dawn onto it. Which is kind of cheating.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I don't know. Like,
well, but yeah, I mean, we told you our GameCube stories. Put in the comments what your favorite GameCube story is, or some of your memories.
And let us know, like, what would you like to see us play? Like, I mean, we've been doing Strikers, and we still got a little more to do with that.
Want to do like a Mario Kart?
Yeah, but like, is there any single player stuff you guys would want to see us? Like, would you want me to do another playthrough of this? Do you want to watch Cullen do Path of Radiance? We could do Sunshine, because that still looks good, and it probably plays better than the Switch version.
Probably.
So, plus we could do Game Boy.
Yeah, I do want to. There's a lot of Game Boy Advance games I want to play. Advance Wars, Golden Sun, Metroids, Fire Emblems,
Pokemons. We own a good amount of those too.
So like, definitely like, we can play them and stream them. So, also tell us like what system you want us to do next. You know, we've owned basically
majority of them,
all of the big ones.
As long as it's not like Commodore and Ataris
and we
shit like that.
Had pretty much experience with everything. So, yeah. But hopefully you enjoyed our GameCube video again. Tell us what you really like about the GameCube and your favorite memories in the comments, because really that's what video games are about, sharing your memories and
experiences.
Yeah. Because everyone has their own memories with everything, and really like reading those on Reddit. I go on Reddit all the time, and I like watching people react to playing a game for the first time. Mainly like Uncharted 2 for me, because that's what made probably my favorite game, and so I do like reading and hearing about those. So definitely tell us what you think. But yeah, thank you for watching or listening. Again, check us out on YouTube if you're listening at Tropical Mix Games, if you're watching, we do have a podcast, so you can
listen to us in the car if you don't want to watch the video.
Yeah,
and I think are we caught up on Spotify or like the streaming?
We should be
podcast. So.
Yeah, we haven't put out much podcasts lately, but
we're trying to get to it. It's tough getting all of us to coordinate, so sometimes it's just going to be the two of us. So
we know we need to put more content out for you guys. So if we need to just two of us, even one of us, we'll do it. Cause
just let us know like what you guys want to see, because like we got a review we need to do a video on, but I mean
we're doing a review for the new Ninja Turtle game, which it'll be done soon. I know you know, we have to buy our games and play them. We don't get them early, so it's not quite. It's about a month late, but you know, reviews. I think the more you play a game too, the better, because you get more perspective.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's a lot of rambling, but yeah, thank you for watching, and go check out our Strikers videos, and be on the lookout for the live stream of that, because that's gonna be
lit.
It's gonna be amazing. So, what was it? August 5th.
August 5th. Yes.
August 5th.
We have 7 confirmed right now. Is Gary for sure?
I think, yeah.
Okay, so we have 7 confirmed people right now. We need 8, so
we need at least 8. We might try and get more though, and you know, swap them out. So yeah, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be like probably hours of gameplay. So if you join halfway through, it doesn't even matter. So
and it will be on the channel too.
It will be on the channel, and you can just rewatch it whenever you feel like. So all right, well, until then, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.